Okay, so quick recap of where we got to with this business. So the game is we're going to try to understand the scaling of energy use by organisms, right? And then in that talk, he'll say how this sort of also applies to cities, but not really, like there's going to be some extrapolation, right? Certainly, one would ask the same questions. How much energy does a city use, and et cetera, right? They do have different treatments. Anyway, so that's the idea. This is sort of left to the side. We're going to have this hierarchical network. We went through the possible things here. I wonder if I get this to work. That's because it's not plugged in. Magic sticks. Magic stick. Okay, so this is the setup. So there was this idea of a hierarchical network. You've got a source. You're delivering to a three-dimensional space. Very important. And you've got these destinations that you're trying to leave things at. This could be, you could think of this as delivering packages to people's houses from some central place. I mean, there's sort of, you can wonder how the analogy goes out. But then network impedance, it's got a clear physical story here. The claims with these things these pieces came out that we get mass, the basal metabolism scaling is mass to 3/4, and that we get this fractal scaling, quarter powers. And I do want to set you up with these. I'll set it all up, I suppose, so you can do just the simple calculations in the middle. But these impedances, you put them in, right? We want to minimize those, and we will make this claim that, reasonably, that evolution has produced organisms with nutrient-delivering network systems that are low impedance. Fair enough. So upshot was that, in fact, if you really, really work through this thing, which no one does, then you don't actually get this mass to 3/4 for this pulsatile flow thing. They don't have to be fractal. They just have to look, right? This is this idea that it just has to look like one big tube from the outside. Yeah. Impedance matching. Got a cube law that does come out for the outer branches if you use Poiseuille flow there, which is the smooth flow through a tube. And that's, this is a real thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Amazing. And we got to this result that if you kept going and you sort of just assumed a whole bunch of stuff and pretended and sort of stuck your fingers in your ears, then you could get to this relationship of the exponent alpha and that's for the basal metabolic rate scaling is mass to the alpha, that it was related to what we'll frame in terms of Horton ratios. It's not said like that in the paper, but Horton ratios, right? So the ratios for numbers of streams vessels of certain orders, and then the radii and the length. So they're put together in these ways. And if you make these assumptions, that there's error preservingness and that kind of a space fillingness that really should be in quotes, everything should be in quotes, the whole thing's in quotes. Just draw quotes. Just walk around with quotes around your head. So, all right, we'll just take that as a given.